Hello everybody, welcome to the YouTube channel of Arihant Academy. Nice to have you people in front of me. Now, as you are aware, the SSC board has declared an optional CET exam for the 10th standard students for gaining admission into college of your preference. Now, today we've gathered here for the CET discussion on geometry. My name is Smriti Nayak and I am the head of the geometry department in Arihant Academy school section. Today I'll be guiding you about how to prepare yourself for the geometry CET exam. Now, before I start off, let me tell you, geometry CET or geometry subject in general, we can divide into two sections. The first section would comprise of all the proof-based chapters, all the theorem-based chapters, for which the portion is similarity, Pythagoras theorem, and circle. These are your three topics which will cover up all your theorem-based, proof-based chapters. The second part of geometry will be all the formula-based topics, in which your portion for the CET exam is going to be, as you can see on the screen, coordinate geometry and trigonometry. Now, today I'll be taking off the first topic over here, which on your screen is reflecting as coordinate geometry, and once we are done with that, we'll move on to trigonometry. Now, coordinate geometry chapter, you only need to remember 4 formulas. That's it. It's as simple as that. Just 4 formulas to be learnt. So, without much ado, let us now get on. So, the first formula which you can see on your screen is distance formula. Now, distance formula, in very basic words, distance is nothing but the gap or the separation or the space between two things. So, over here you can see the distance formula, which is the first formula of this chapter. So, if A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 are any 2 points making a segment AB, which you can see on your screen, there's a segment AB there. Then, if I have to find out the distance between the points A and B, I just need to use the formula distance AB is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Many of you may have a doubt in your mind, Miss, किसको x1, x2 and किसको y1, y2 लेना है? It's entirely your choice. They are interchangeable. Like over here you can see I have taken A as x1 y1 and B as x2 y2, but it is not any hard and fast rule. You can take A also as x2 y2 and B as x1 y1. It's entirely your decision. Your answer is not going to change depending upon what you take as x1 y1 and x2 y2. Okay? Have that very firmly fixed in your mind. Now, once we have learned the distance formula, which I am repeating again, distance AB is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now that the formula is firmly imprinted in our minds, we now move on to an MCQ based on this formula. So what we are going to do in today's lecture is, immediately after the formula is done, we take up its MCQ so that you can correlate between the two. Okay? So let's move ahead. Yeah, so the first MCQ which you can see reflecting on your screen is the distance between point P minus 1 1 and Q 5 minus 7 is, and you need to find out the answer. Now there are 4 options given to you, so let us check which of them is our correct option. So what I'll do is I will call this P as x1 y1 and the Q as x2 y2. Okay, so now we will move on to the formula, which is distance PQ is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Now x2, y2, x1, y1, all that we have fixed over here, we only need to substitute them. Okay? So moving ahead, root of x2 is my 5 minus x1, which is a minus 1. Now, minus of minus 1, you know, is going to be a plus 1, the whole square, plus. Now, y2. y2 you can see on your screen is minus 7 minus y1 is a 1, so the whole square. So substitution part is done. Now we need to go for the simplification part. So chalo, let's continue. So 5 plus 1 is nothing but 6 square plus minus 7 minus 1 is minus 8 the whole square. So this will be 6 square is going to be 36 plus minus 8 square. Now whether the number is plus or minus, squaring के बाद आपको तो positively answer आएगा. So minus 8 square is going to be 64. So it's easy now. 36 plus 64 when you add gives you 100. So therefore I can say distance PQ is equal to square root of 100 we all know is 10. So my answer is going to be 10 units, which is going to be my option B. And with this I have done my distance formula sum. Okay? So I hope we are all sorted with the first formula. Alright? So now we need to move ahead for the next formula, which you can see on your screen is section formula. Now section formula is what? Okay? So again look at the diagram. Now you can see there is a point A which has coordinates x1, y1, and there is a point B with coordinates x2, y2. Now you can see an additional point over here which is P, which is x comma y. Now what is this x comma y? So if A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 are 2 points making a segment AB, तो आपका जो segment है वो AB है, and if P x comma y divides the segment AB in the ratio m is to n. Now what is this ratio m is to n? तो अगर आप डायग्राम में देखोगे यू विल सी ना कि ये जो P पॉइंट है ये मेरे AB सेगमेंट को 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड कर रहा है, तो द रेशियो विल बी m is to n. Then the coordinates of P are, and this is my formula for the x coordinate of P, which is x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. I repeat again, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n. And after the semicolon, you can see the y formula. Y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. I repeat again, y is equal to my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. So this is your section formula to find out the coordinates of the point P, and P is the point which divides the segment AB into 2 parts. It creates a section. That is why the name section formula. So all the formulas in this chapter are self-explanatory. जैसे पहले देखा distance formula, तो distance नाम आ गया तो समझ गए कि अगर distance ढूंढना है तो distance formula लेंगे. अब अगर एक सेगमेंट को 2 टुकड़ों में ब्रेक किया जाता है, उसका डिवीजन हो रहा है, उसमें सेक्शन क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, सो वी विल टेक सेक्शन फॉर्मूला. ऑलराइट, आई होप वी आर वेरी क्लियर विद दिस. नाउ एज आई डिस्कस्ड, वंस द फॉर्मूला इज डन वी गो टू इट्स MCQ. ऑलराइट, great. So on your screen you can see, find the coordinates of the point which divides segment QR in the ratio 1:2. So the moment you read ratio 1:2 means it should be clear in your mind कि that is nothing but m:n, where q is 1,1. मतलब q is nothing but my x1, y1, and r is my 1, -2, means it is nothing but my x2, y2. So I have fixed my m is to n, x1, y1, x2, y2. Now it's time to apply the formula. Alright, so let's start off. So x will be nothing but mx2 plus nx1 upon m plus n, and y will be my2 plus ny1 upon m plus n. Now it's time to substitute the terms. Okay, so you have a choice. Either you complete all the x first, then you move to the y, or you do both simultaneously. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Alright, so m we know is 1 into x2 is 1 plus n क्या है, n2 है, into x1 is a 1 upon आया m plus n, which will be 1 plus 2. It is direct substitution, nothing to worry at all. Okay, so 1 ones are 1 plus 2 ones are 2 upon 1 plus 2 is a 3. Now 1 plus 2 in the numerator will again give you a 3 upon 3. So I know my x is going to be 1. So from these options, if you can see, automatically you must have come to know, okay, probably B is going to be my option. Because देखो A में x के जगह पे -5 है, but अपना तो x1 आ गया है, तो obviously you have zeroed down on B option. अब चलो y कैलकुलेट करके वो भी अपना तसल्ली कर लेते हैं. So here m is going to be again a 1 into y2 is a -2 plus n is a 2 into y1 is your 1. Very simple. Just substitute the values from what we have decided as m, n, x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay? Upon m plus n, मतलब फिर से ये आएगा 1 plus 2. Okay? So, is equal to, now 1 into -2 is a -2 plus 2 into 1 is a 2 upon, denominator देखो 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is your 3. Now -2 plus 2 will give you a 0. 0 upon 3, and we know any number, we know 0 upon any number is always going to be a 0. So without any doubt, you are very comfortable now. You have ascertained your answer. It is going to be my option number B. Alright? So I'm sure we are sorted with the first two formulas. और जैसे मैंने कहा था टोटल 4 हैं, 4 में से 2 we have already finished and our 50% of the chapter is done. Moving ahead now to the third formula. As the name suggests, self-explanatory midpoint formula. ठीक है? So now what is midpoint formula? So again you can see the diagram where A is x1 y1, मतलब A के coordinates मैंने x1 y1 ले लिया. B coordinates I fix it as x2 y2, और इसमें आ गया हमारा point P which is x comma y. अब you may feel this diagram is very similar to the previous one. वहाँ भी A x1 y1 था, B x2 y2 था and P was xy. But let me tell you, वहाँ पे P जो था वो सिर्फ एक point था जो AB को divide कर रहा था. It was nowhere told that P is a midpoint. But over here, it is very clearly told to us that P is the midpoint. That is why the name midpoint formula. And you can see the marking also. देखो, identical marking यहाँ पे है, which means P is dividing AB into two equal parts. Okay, so let me read the statement for you. If A x1 y1 and B x2 y2 are any 2 points making a segment AB, and what? And if P x comma y is its midpoint, specifically देखो midpoint, then coordinates of P are x is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2, y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. So basically midpoint formula is actually derived from section formula. इसलिए हमने वो पहले किया और उसी का एक पार्ट है midpoint formula. Alright? So quickly, midpoint formula is when there is a segment which is being divided into exactly 2 equal parts by a point, and that point we call it as the midpoint. और उसके कोऑर्डिनेट्स ढूंढने के लिए हम कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज़ करेंगे? मिड पॉइंट फॉर्मूला. सेल्फ एक्सप्लेनेटरी. Alright, so let's get started with the MCQ now. Find the coordinates of point P. Matlab, it's very clear, P is the point which is bisecting the segment. So P coordinates are going to be x, y, which bisects the segment AB, where A is 3, 2. Matlab, A is nothing but my x1, y1, and B is my 5, -2, which means B is going to be my x2 and y2. Alright, so I hope we are sorted with this. Now, we will take the formula for x, which we have learned is x is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2, and y is equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. Formula डालते ही you know what is the next step? Substitution of the values. ठीक है? So x1 is my 3 plus x2 is my 5 upon 2. Now 3 plus 5 is 8 upon 2. So therefore x will be 4. So again, kind of maybe you must have guessed your option, but y भी ढूंढ के confirm कर लेते हैं. So this will be y1, which is 2, plus y2, which is a -2 upon 2. So this will be 2 plus into minus is a -2 upon 2. So I will get 2 minus 2 is 0 upon 2. So therefore I will get y is equal to, just now we discussed in the earlier MCQ, whenever 0 is divided by any number, the answer is always going to be 0. ठीक है? तो y आया 0. So my answer is going to be, as you can see, we had kind of decided ना C option होगा, और देखो same आया, x आया 4 और y आया 0. So my answer is going to be option number C. Are we done? Are we sorted? ठीक है? So let's proceed. Coming to the last formula of this chapter, which you can see is centroid formula. Now centroid formula के लिए आपको diagram में भी ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. I have drawn a triangle ABC where A coordinates I have called x1, y1, B coordinates are x2, y2, and C coordinates are x3, y3. And same you can see here also in the explanation part. If A x1, y1, B x2, y2, and C x3, y3 are the three vertices of any triangle ABC, any कोई भी triangle होने दो, isosceles, equilateral, scalene, या तो right angle triangle, acute angle triangle, obtuse angle triangle. That is why the word any. And if G bracket x comma y is its centroid, so you can see the centroid over here. Now centroid is what you get when the three medians of a triangle intersect. The point of concurrence or the point of intersection of the three medians of a triangle is called as the centroid. And centroid is always denoted by the letter G, capital G. ठीक है? So then the coordinates of G are x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3. I repeat, x is equal to x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3. And similarly, the y coordinate is y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. I repeat, y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. So this was the last formula of this fifth chapter of this chapter, coordinate geometry. So once the formula is done, we move on to its related MCQ. Alright, so the formula is there in front of you. Just have a quick run through. It is very similar to midpoint formula, but there we were only talking about 2 points. यहाँ पे 3 है, A है, B है, C है. Okay, so let's get started with the MCQ. Now, the fourth MCQ. The coordinates of the centroid of a triangle. मतलब हमको centroid के coordinates ढूंढने हैं. तो I know it is going to be G bracket x comma y, whose vertices are 3 comma minus 5. So this I take it as x1 comma y1, 4 comma 3, which I will take it to be as x2 comma y2, and 11 comma minus 4. Obviously 11 comma minus 4 हो जाएगा मेरा x3 comma y3 r, and then you can see A, B, C and D option. अब इन चारों में से हमको हमारा आंसर ढूंढना है. So let's begin. So x is nothing but x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, and y is equal to y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. Okay, so x1 I clearly know here is 3 plus x2 is a 4 plus x3 is a 11 upon 3. So 3 plus 4 7, 7 plus 11 18, is 18 upon 3. So I will get, therefore x is nothing but 6. So फिर से option is kind of getting ready in your mind. Let's confirm. So y1 is minus 5 plus y2 is 3 plus y3 is minus 4 upon 3. So minus 5 plus 3 is a minus 2. Minus 2 minus 4 will give you a minus 6 upon 3. So therefore, I will get y is equal to minus 2. So see, x came 6, y came minus 2. Which means जो हमने सोचा था कि C option है is our correct thinking. C is your correct answer. And with this, we have completed your coordinate geometry chapter. All the 4 formulas and the related sums based on them, the MCQs based on them, we have discussed. So I'm sure you are completely sorted with coordinate geometry topic. Great. Let's move ahead now. Now, the next topic which I told you right in the starting was, we will go on for trigonometry now. Okay, so moving on to trigonometry. Now, the first Roman number there tells you trigonometric ratios. Totally there are 6 trigonometric ratios which you can see on your screen. First ratio is sine theta, which I have spelled as sin, but I am not pronouncing as sin theta because the full spelling you can see in the bracket below it, which is sine, S-I-N-E. So we pronounce it as sine theta. So the formula for sine theta is opposite side upon hypotenuse. Now you may wonder what is opposite, what is hypotenuse. So let me draw your attention to this diagram over here. Now you can see that angle B is a right angle, matlab 90 degree. Angle C, I have taken it to be angle theta. I have taken it as theta. So for this theta, ये side बन जाता है ना opposite, and for this theta, this side here BC becomes its adjacent side. And we all know that if angle B is 90, so this is going to be the hypotenuse AC. So these are your terms: opposite side, adjacent side, and the hypotenuse. So entire trigonometry, all the 6 ratios which you can see are only based on these 3 terms: opposite side, adjacent side and the hypotenuse. These 3 are important. Okay? So after sine theta, we move on to cos theta. Cos theta formula, as you know, is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side. I'll go through this a little quick because this is all very basic. You've done it plenty of times. The fourth ratio is cosec theta, which is hypotenuse upon opposite side. Next to follow is sec theta, which is hypotenuse upon adjacent side. And the last is cot theta, which is adjacent side upon opposite side. And within brackets, you can see their full forms are written over there for your perusal. So this is your first point of trigonometry, that is the trigonometric ratios. How many in all? 6 in all. First one, sine theta. Second, cos theta. Third, tan theta. Fourth, cosec theta. Fifth, sec theta. And the sixth and the last one, which is cot theta. Great. Done? Let's move ahead. Now, the second heading speaks about relation between trigonometric ratios. How are they related to each other? So, see the first point here. Sine theta is 1 upon cosec theta. In other words, sine and cosec are reciprocals of each other, or they are multiplicative inverses of each other. So, I repeat this again. Sine theta is 1 upon cosec theta. Similarly, cosec theta will be 1 upon sine theta. And when I cross multiply, I will get sine theta into cosec theta is 1. So this gives me the relation between sine and cosec. Second formula पे ध्यान देते हैं, which tells me cos theta is 1 upon sec theta. I repeat, cos theta is 1 upon sec theta. The next version of it, sec theta is 1 upon cos theta. And again, when I cross multiply both, I will get cos theta into sec theta is 1. So I hope the first and second are clear to you. Moving on to the third point, the third formula in the second heading of ours. What is the heading? Relation between trigonometric ratios. So the third formula is tan theta is 1 upon cot theta. Means it's clear to me that tan and cot are reciprocals of each other, or they are multiplicative inverses of each other. Next, cot theta is 1 upon tan theta. And again, like the first two, when I cross multiply, I will get tan into cot is equal to 1. These all formulas can be straight away asked to you in MCQ format. Okay, so next, the fourth formula. Tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. Matlab, when I divide sin by cos, I repeat, when I divide sin by cos, I will get tan. So, tan theta is sin theta upon cos theta. उसी का और एक एक्सटेंशन है sec theta upon cosec theta. मतलब sin upon cos is one part of the formula. And it's related, one more additional part is sec theta upon cosec theta. And the last formula over here, which is cot. Cot theta is cos theta upon sin theta. I repeat, cot theta is equal to cos theta upon sin. अब see here, third में आपने देखा है ना, that tan and cot are reciprocals of each other. तो सेम वे जो भी हमारे tan का फॉर्मूला था, उसको अगर हमने उल्टा किया, उसको अगर हमने रेसिप्रोकल ले लिया, तो आई विल गेट माई कॉट फॉर्मूला. एंड माई कॉट फॉर्मूला इज cos अपॉन sin. Additional part to it is cosec theta upon sec theta. Cosec theta upon sec theta is the additional part of it. So, this is your second header, relation between trigonometric ratios. ठीक है? So, quickly I'll go through it. The first one tells me sine and cosec are reciprocals of each other. Second formula tells me cos and sec are reciprocals. And the third tells me that tan and cot are reciprocals of each other. ठीक है? फोर्थ फार्मूला टेल्स मी अगर मुझे tan ढूंढना है तो मुझे sin को cos से डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा, मुझे tan मिल जाएगा. एंड अगर मुझे cot चाहिए तो tan and cot are reciprocals, तो सेम वे मैं कॉस को साइन से डिवाइड करूँगी, मुझे कॉट मिल जाएगा. इज दिस क्लियर? लेट्स मूव अहेड. Okay, so see the fifth MCQ. If sin theta is equal to 4 upon 5 and cos theta is equal to 3 upon 5, then tan theta is equal to question mark. You have to find out the value of tan theta. तो अभी अभी हमने फॉर्मूला पढ़ा था ना, so let me write it down. My formula is tan theta is equal to sin theta upon cos theta. Just now we discussed this formula. तो sine is nothing but they have given me 4 upon 5 upon cos is nothing but 3 upon 5. So I've substituted my terms. I now need to simplify this. Okay? So this is going to be 4 upon 5 into 5 upon 3. Alright? Are we clear? Now in the next, 5 and 5 will cancel, so I will get my answer as, therefore tan theta is equal to 4 upon 3, which very clearly you can see is your option A. Easy ना? Just formula डालो, substitute करो, simplify करो, answer मिल गया. Alright? Let me take one more MCQ. Now, as I had told you just a little while ago, you could have a direct use of the formula. So see, sixth MCQ tells me cos theta into sec theta is equal to what? Dash. तो अभी अभी देखा था ना, cos and sec are reciprocals of each other. They are multiplicative inverses of each other. So cos into sec is nothing but 1. तो यहाँ तो even your calculation is not required. Directly I know my answer is going to be option A. Okay? In case if you are a little confused how, so let me take you to the formula which you can see over here. Same है ना? Cos theta into sec theta is equal to 1. Clear? Alright? Fine. Let's take one more MCQ based on this point. If cot theta is 7 upon 8, then tan square theta is equal to a bay question mark. I repeat, if cot theta is 7 upon 8, then tan square theta is how much? Okay, now I know for a fact that tan theta is 1 upon cot theta. So this will become 1 upon 7 upon 8. So I will get, therefore, tan theta is equal to 8 upon 7. But I don't want tan, I want tan square. So this will become, therefore, tan square theta will be 8 upon 7 the whole square, which will be nothing but 8 square is 64, 7 square is 49. And we got our answer, option D. So these are very simple and basic MCQs which will easily help you to crack your CET. Okay? The third header, which is trigonometric identities. I repeat the third header, trigonometric identities. There are only 3 identities of trigonometry, only 3. First one, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. I repeat, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. The second one, 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. And the third one, 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. तो ये है हमारे ट्रिग्नोमेट्री के 3 आइडेंटिटीज. साइन स्क्वायर थीटा प्लस कॉस स्क्वायर थीटा इज 1, 1 प्लस टैन स्क्वायर थीटा इज सेक स्क्वायर थीटा, 1 प्लस कॉट स्क्वायर थीटा इज कोसेक स्क्वायर थीटा. So once these 3 identities are fixed in your mind, we move on to the MCQs where we are going to use this. Alright? So see the 8th MCQ. sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to a dash. अब इसका आंसर ढूंढना है, तो चलते हैं वापस प्रीवियस स्लाइड पर. See, your second identity will help you. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta, है ना? So चलो, let me write the same one. I'll write it for you here. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to sec square theta. So therefore, 1 will be nothing but sec square theta minus tan square theta, because ये जो tan square theta था इसको मैंने राइट साइड पे शिफ्ट किया तो वो माइनस हो जाएगा. एंड यू गॉट योर MCQ. सो देखो, योर आंसर इज ऑप्शन B, बिकॉज sec square theta minus tan square theta is nothing but it is equal to 1. Easy. चल, the 9th MCQ now. 1 plus tan square theta upon 1 plus cot square theta is equal to what? 1 plus tan square theta upon 1 plus cot square theta is equal to what? Okay, so let me write the question for you. 1 plus tan square theta upon 1 plus cot square theta. Okay, now 1 plus tan square theta, I have just now learnt in the second identity that it is sec square theta upon 1 plus cot square theta is nothing but cosec square theta. तो यहाँ पे हमने सेकेंड और थर्ड आइडेंटिटी यूज करके हम यहाँ तक पहुँच गए. क्लियर? नाउ sec square theta upon cosec square theta is what I have got. Now I need to proceed further because ये जो यहाँ पे है, यहाँ ये तो किसी भी ऑप्शन में नहीं दिख रहा है ना? So I need to think further now. So what will I do? Now sec upon cosec, I repeat, sec upon cosec is nothing but tan. This also we have discussed. कहाँ पे डिस्कस किया है? तो चलो, लेट अस स्वाइप बैक, pretty long back, but then see this. Sec upon cosec. What is sec upon cosec? It is tan, right? So swipe, swipe, swipe. Sec upon cosec is tan, but यहाँ तो स्क्वायर है, तो this will automatically become tan square theta. And you know your option. It is option number C. So it's entirely, as I said right in the beginning, entirely based on formulas. Okay, so we are done with the 9th MCQ. Now we come to the 4th header now. Value table of trigonometric ratios of standard angles. I repeat, value table of trigonometric ratios of standard angles. So here you can see the trigonometric ratios: sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec, cot. These are your trigonometric ratios, and these are your standard angles: 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree. So these are your well-defined standard angles: 0, 30, 45, 60, 90. And this is the tabular column for it, the chart, which I'm sure everybody knows it by heart now, because you've done this multiple times. Now, how are we going to have sums based on this table? MCQ आ सकता है क्या? You may have your doubt. Yes, there can be MCQ based on this table also. So let me take you to the MCQ. Now see the 10th one. If in one bracket you have sec theta minus 1, in the second bracket sec theta plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3, then cos theta is equal to how much? So let me take the question which I'm writing here. Pay attention. So this is sec theta minus 1 into sec theta plus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3 is what they've told me. Okay, now if you look at the left hand side, sec theta minus 1 into sec theta plus 1, you will realize is nothing but a minus b into a plus b, which is your algebraic identity. And हमको पता है a minus b into a plus b is nothing but a square minus b square. So in these terms it will become sec square theta minus 1 is equal to 1 upon 3. Sec square theta minus 1 is what? Our second identity. So sec square theta minus 1 will give me tan square theta is 1 upon 3. तो अब मैं रूट निकालूंगी. So therefore I will get tan theta is equal to 1 upon root 3 because I've taken square root on both the sides. तो 3 का square root हो गया root 3, है ना. Now tan theta is 1 upon root 3. तो अब हमको वैल्यू टेबल की हेल्प लेनी पड़ेगी. वैल्यू टेबल इज गोइंग टू बी यूज्ड नाउ. सो सी, बट tan of 30 degree is 1 upon root 3. In case if you're not certain, let me swipe back. So see, tan of 30 is 1 upon root 3. So, but tan 30 is 1 upon root 3 is what I've written. So therefore I will get theta is equal to 30 degrees. लेकिन हमको theta नहीं चाहिए. What do we want? See your question. You want cos theta. तो theta आने से काम ख़त्म नहीं होता. हमको cos theta ढूंढना पड़ेगा. ठीक है? So let me proceed further. So therefore cos 30 degree is what I need because theta तो 30 मिल गया ना. अब 30 theta के जगह 30 सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे. cos 30 is equal to what is the value? root 3 upon 2. अगर डाउट है आपके मन में मिस कैसे, so let me swipe back and take you. See, cos 30 is equal to root 3 upon 2. Alright, so we have got cos 30 as root 3 upon 2 और root 3 upon 2 ऑप्शन में है क्या हमारे पास? Yes, you can see option C is root 3 upon 2. Alright, so I hope I was able to dispel your fears about MCQ कैसे आने वाले हैं. It's entirely based on your portion. Only required is your full concentration and your full faith and confidence in yourself. Alright, so that's it for now. That's it from all of us at Arihant Academy, and we would really like to wish all of you all the best for your CET preparations. Do well and come out with flying colors. And also, of course, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share to our YouTube channel. Okay, bye bye, all the best, thank you.